What is up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we usually do. I'm going to be trying the Chicago Bears. Okay, this is kind of going to be a start of a basically rest of the year-long series. We're going to be building a scheme out of 245 odd. Now, if you guys are not already members to the channel, okay, paid subscription, just like a Twitch subscription, you might want to do that because we can talk about a lot more of building a defensive scheme in detail and the members only live stream. I'm going to be initiating or starting those the beginning of June. Okay, so weekly live streams are going to be happening every single week. And I've missed a week, we're making up another week. Don't worry, you're always going to get at least 4 live streams every single week. And I'm probably going to be doing a mini scheme on offense or probably a full scheme on offense. You guys will be finding more about that. So lots to talk about. Okay, 245 odd. This is going to be my second game ever attempting it. Now, I have learned about 245 odd that it is not really good under center run defense. Shotgun, I got to learn the run fits. Okay, I got to learn where to shoot the holes to be able to clobber him, to be able to shoot the one trap, and to be able to shoot the inside zone in particular. So, as far as run defense goes, I've been using the cover one robber press. Again, I'll let you decide after seeing this game if it's really any good. I personally don't think it's really that great right there. We just get, I don't know what just happened right there. I don't think it's that good, but again, you guys can be the deciding factor of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this gun to an inside third, just in case it is what I thought it would be right there. Give me that ball. I was worried about the drag, but you know what? We'll go ahead and pick off the crosser. Simple quick snap play. I don't know what that was called, but there's a crosser to beat man coverage, especially if we shade up. Now, we are going to be running New York Jets on offense. Nothing new here, but we're going to try and stick to bunch tight end as much as possible. No guarantee that we're going to stick to it solely this game, but you know what? Sometimes you got to try sometimes, right? So we're going to go ahead and get Devontae Adams in the slot, or not the slot. We're going to get Valdez Scantling in slot, and I like to come on X spot. Sometimes I like to have it on short side. Sometimes I like to have it on the wide side. If I'm going to have it on the short side, you could probably expect me to run inside switch or PA boot over, but there are occasions where I run X spot on the short side as well. Like right here, I'm going to go ahead and run it flipped. This looks like it's man defense. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to just do a simple little motion him over, delay, fade, option route. Something just really easy to beat man coverage. Right here, we're going to go ahead and look for Devontae. Actually, we're going to go ahead and look for Valdez Scantling with pass lead straight up. And Valdez Scantling getting some good separation. Now, I'm thinking right there, it looks like he might have shaded up because we got a good clean release on the slant. Not really sure about that, but I'm kind of thinking so. Now, if he stays in this dollar, he switches it up. If he was to stay in that dollar, we're going to go ahead and audible over the trip side and offset. We're going to run the ball. Either way, we're going to go ahead and run the ball right here. He's going to really stack the box. Now, if we got a cleaner release, I probably had a one-play touchdown right there. Somehow he's getting a really good gap shoot, like insane gap shoot. But that's what happens with man defense. So we're going to go ahead and just come back out in this inside, or this X inside spot, X spot. This looks like it's a cover 2 now. We're going to go ahead and just delay fade this and option route. And we're going to keep it simple. He follows him. This is man defense. So we might have Devontae Adams. Okay, we might have Devontae. We're going to pass lead that straight up, and we're going to get an easy dot. Now, right there, it looks like he might have had that curl flat set out there to about 10. Not entirely sure what he did right there. It might have been a default curl flat. But we're going to just start adjusting to his adjustments on defense. Now, we're going to go ahead and get on defense. Speaking of defense, this is going to be close to a full unedited gameplay for the most part. I'm going to try my best to explain what I'm doing with 245 odd and how I'm learning this. Now, this is a big learning process. It's pretty much safe to say it's June, okay? It's June at this point in time. It's late May. I know we got like a few more days before June actually is here. But we're going to go ahead and just work this out. Now, he goes eye from close slot. I have not got a chance to set personnel up, but because he's going to go ahead and just seemingly run the ball again and again, we're just going to stay in this cover 1. Now, I shaded up and I shaded in for crossers. Now, if this is a stretch, we should be able to shoot the gap right here. We don't. We actually did shoot the gap right there, but somehow falling forward. Very, very, very unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now, I kind of lab this a little bit. Very, very marginal labbing. Like, I mean, bare bones. And sometimes it seems like flipping it tends to help the run right here. We're going to go ahead and take this cross. We're going to take that slant. You can see right there, bang. What was there? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing open. So we're going to go ahead and run that same exact thing again, okay? This time I'm actually going to put my rushing outside linebacker into a spy, and I'm going to slam my D-line outside and pass commit. Perfect. We pass commit. We got the crosser. He has a little post route. Now, does Darren Waller have tight end apprentice now? I don't know. If he does, we'll take care of that. Again, not worried. If he comes as I from slot close, we're going to go ahead and change up our zone drop. So pistol weak. Again, we're just going to go ahead and run this basic run defense. We're going to shade up. I'm going to go ahead and shade inside and press. Now, we're going to watch Darren Waller right here. We're going to slowly watch Darren Waller. We're not going to watch Darren Waller. We're going to go ahead and get, again, this is learning things. We're going to have to learn the run fit. I haven't really spent practice mode and actually learning the run fits. So what do? You go ahead and spend it in game. We're going to go ahead and shade up and shade out. I'm going to go ahead and drop X into a hard flap. Okay. That's a good dot. That's a good dot. That's the worst animation he could have got. So what we're going to do, he likes to go ahead and hit these crossers quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and drop these guys to 25, okay? And again, run it flipped. We're going to go ahead and drop him into a curl flat. We're going to drop him into a curl flat. We're going to press shade inside. A reason for that is I expect a tight end post route right here, and I expect some sort of crosser. It's not. Good dot. Good dot. Now, I don't know what happened to my run defense or to the guy made up to him. In fact, I don't even know what abilities these guys have. Learning process. Now, right there, he didn't run crossers. Okay, this guy might be running Saints. He might be running Saints. We're going to change this up and Mabel one side of the field. And we're going to go ahead and shade inside and press. Now, we got to watch the tight end right here. He might have him on a delay fade. He does not. He has him on a streak. And that's actually a throw into double coverage right there. That time, better defense. We have the curl flat out there for the corner out. Don't agree with what he did right there. It looks like he's just trying to utilize the tight end apprentice with that motion over. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. If he motions over, it's more likely a corner out. So we're going to have to kind of change that up if he comes on gun tight offset tight end. Again, just things. So this is a custom playbook. Absolutely custom playbook. We're going to go ahead and drop X into a curl flat. We're going to drop LB into a curl flat. Press shade inside. Just for crossers. Now, I do have to watch the tight end manually right here. What was that? I don't know what just happened right there. Yeah, you got me on that one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop LB into a curl flat again. We're going to press shade inside one more time. I think this is a base. This is not a base. That's a dot because it's man coverage. Man coverage does not guard any of this stuff at all. So, yeah, this guy's running a custom. Okay, so this is where this defense really does struggle. It really struggles because I don't know how to stop the run out of this at all as I go ahead and stop the run. That was lucky. I'm going to be completely and blatantly obvious. That was extremely lucky. I feel like we have a gap shoot right here. If we stand right here, I feel like we have gap shoot against a stretch, but not so much the dive. Yeah, as I was talking about, not so much the dive. That's kind of the thing that's 2-4-5 odd is vulnerable to because it is, in the alignment sense, it's very similar to 1-4-6 when you bring the guys out of the gaps. Like if you come out DBCing 2 balls, you drop the guys out. That's where 2-4-5 odd really does struggle, especially when you get that close. I haven't learned the run fits behind it. I don't really know where my gaps are to fill. We're going to learn this all basically on the run. Now, remember last time he was changing his zone drops, okay? Changing his zone drops, we're going to keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and actually get my audibles for trip side and offset set, just in case he comes out in dollars so we can audible over and we can maintain that threat of a trap, making him not be able to come out in the dollar set again. So this guy's coming back down to this 3-3-5. See how well he can shoot the run right here. We're going to go ahead and just snap inside zone. He can't stop the run right there, getting a really lucky shed, but he can't stop it. Okay, how do I know that? How do I know that? Well, he wasn't user shooting it. So we're going to go ahead and just run inside zone yet again. Just snap the ball. Again, just lucky. We will get a wide open lane, okay? We will get a hole. There is a hole for us there. Sometimes, actually, what we're going to do, we're going to change this up because I want to roll out to the right, and we're going to go ahead and put him on option route. I want to roll out to the right specifically for that delay fade. Specifically for the delay fade and the delay fade only. That's the only reason I'm going to go ahead and roll out to the right. Right there, we're going to go ahead and throw an absolute dot. Little check down, option route, option route, option route. Now, if that guy's not going to guard the option route, what we're going to do, we're going to continue to take advantage of that. So, again, remember, the guy cannot stop the inside zone. He was getting lucky sheds, and just really, really bad alignment of the defense. Now, right there, because it's man defense, he auto shoots the gap. That's a little tidbit of information for you guys right there. But what I'm assuming is the linebacker, actually, we're going to go flip this play real fast. The linebacker that's blitzing, I believe he is actually in some sort of flat. I'm pretty sure he's definitely in some sort of flat assignment. We're going to go ahead and take our little running back option now again all day long. That time he is dropping his safety into a curl flat, maybe set to 10. Looks like it might be 10 or 15. We're going to keep that in mind. We're going to run PA boot over and just snap the ball, make sure he stays on that the entire time. And I'm going to go ahead and pass lead that up into the outside for a good, huge chunk of yards. Keeping the clock winded down. So far, this guy has not been able to stop us. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get inside zone. We're actually going to see what he comes out in right here. If he comes on goal line, he does not. I didn't really get a good look at what that was. It looks like the 4-3. I think it's 4-3-6-1 even. It is. We're going to see if this guy can stop the run. We're just going to snap inside zone, and we're going to go ahead and run this ball. Now, right there, again, lucky sheds. This guy cannot stop inside zone. He's just getting lucky sheds. Guys, it's that simple. It is that simple right there. Again, you can see what I was talking about. Lucky sheds. The luck will not continue to work. Sometimes, some games it does. But you just got to consistently just keep plowing away at it. Just keep trying it again and again and again, because you will break one. Unless they are shooting the gap every single time, you will break a run. I guarantee that. You will. You just got to be consistent with it, and eventually, as you saw right there, we're going to get a score. Now, 2 for 5 out, as I was talking about. Really, really bad for under center, but that comes with territory. That's coming with practicing and learning where your user needs to go, what holes you need to fill, etc. So we're going to go back into 2 for 5 odd, cover 1 robber press. If we're noticing cover 1 robber press isn't working, we're going to go ahead and maybe change it up to a cover 2 man. Maybe we're going to go into cover or Sam Mike 1. We're going to go ahead and actually go into Sam Mike 1. We're going to spread linebackers. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this guy into a curl flat, put this guy into a curl flat. Okay, so there's the double crossers, and you can see right there, again, throwing in double coverage, but that's a little check down. He can have that if he wants it. So we're going to shade up and shade in specifically for the PA play. Again, he can have that if he wants it. We're going to go ahead, we'll start changing the depths of it, and we're not going to really be too worried about that. If he comes back out in that same exact formation, we're actually going to go ahead and adjust right now. We're going to go down. Okay, so now you see what he's doing. Changing it up. Kind of, to me, pointless, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, right? We're going to go ahead and flat the one side of the field, and we're going to watch this little slant. You can see right there, we get a lucky shed. What we're going to do, if I want to take a timeout right here. The reason I'm wanting to take a timeout is because I actually want to get the blitz set up. So we're going to go into 2-4-5 odd. We're going to get the personnel set correctly. Where is Lancaster? Since this is all Madden, we have to have Lancaster out there. And we're going to go ahead and shade. Oops. We're going to go ahead and move him in. Blitz our user. Shade up, shade in, and pass commit. Again, if he wants his little checkdowns, he can have them. Get cheated. We need that. Marcus Mariota, you're a legend. We need that. So if he comes on that nickel or he comes on that gun trigger flex, we're going to do something very similar. So this time it's gun type flex. Remember what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and drop this down. I'm going to drop it down to 15 right here. And we're going to go ahead and run this flip. So we're going to go ahead and drop him into an inside third. And that should take care of this little shallow crosser. You can see right there. Good dot, but low point pass. We knocked it out. Like click on, hold that X button, right? Now, again, using gun bunch tight end, we're going to go into X spot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave X spot to the short side, and I'm going to audible to the PA boot over. This should be a pretty simple play right there. Again, just catch him on that D line, catch him on that safety the entire time. Pass lead it up and to the inside. Stop and go. Timeout. It's simple. I get 2 scores. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, and he clearly cannot stop this. Clear as day, cannot stop it. Bring that safety down. Bring that safety down. Nope. Okay, bet. Say less. Ooh, unlucky. We may have had that pass lead straight up. Right there, he actually is, I think he's using the guy that is manned up to the running back. If that is the case, so like right here, while I was talking about, I could audible over to 0-1 trap, but because time is so short, it's a little bit of an issue. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our tight end on a dig route. Kind of a little weird route combination. This is probably one I would never, ever run, but we go ahead and pass lead that straight up. Right there, under throw. And EA bails him out. So we're going to go ahead and just keep running to the right. I know this guy can't stop. He can't do much on offense. Really not too worried about that. And this is us labbing, right? Lab. Now, if this was to be all Madden, or all pro, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and press right here as well. I'm going to shade up and shade in. Okay, why am I baseline pressing? I don't know who he was throwing to, and I don't know why my guy's baseline press right there. That was very weird. We're going to shade up. And I'm going to go ahead and drop B into a curl flat. I'm a deep half because I saw right there that guy was getting beat over the top. I don't know why or how, but he was. And that was actually, so it's a double move. That's what he did right there. That was a double move, but somehow those guys are being beat over top, even if I shade them over top. I think when you shade over top, and you just shade over top, they shouldn't get beat as bad as they do against a double move, because you're telling them just play off, because this is a cover. Essentially, we're converting it from cover 1 to cover 0, and so there's no help over top, right? And so in that case, we gotta back it off. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into the gun bunch tight end X spot. If he comes on the dollar like he is right now, we're gonna go ahead and audible over to trip tight end offset and run trap alert bubble. Literally trap alert bubble. We want to make sure this guy stays out of that. He has to understand we are not going to let him be in that dollar package. If he wants to go dollar, he's going to get ran on. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and run the ball on him. Run the ball. It's that simple. It's not complicated. Madden is not that difficult. We're actually going to go ahead and run, again, we're going to change it up this time. We'll run buckler. I want to run towards his user. So we're going to go ahead and snap this ball. Bad run stick. We probably could have kept it to the inside instead of trying to get it to the outside. And oh well. We're going to go ahead and actually go to this trap alert. I don't know why my voice is cracked right there. But we're going to go ahead and run this trap alert bubble. And we're going to go ahead and, again, just run this ball. If he wants to stay in dollar, he can stay in dollar. But we're going to go ahead and audible over to the 0-1 trap every single time he runs it. So again, 0-1 trap. Now I could weak box him right here. I'm not going to do that. Right there, he plays some really good run defense. Some of the guy actually auto shoots it. But we're going to go ahead and just do this simple setup. Okay, really simple setup. Motion over, delay fade, option route. We're going to have somebody open against his man defense. Whatever you guys want to call this defense, I don't know. Terrible. Oh, we actually had the slant open. I don't know what he did to that guy right there. Frankly, I don't care. But we're going to go ahead and just prepare for run defense again. If he wants a little shallow crosser, he can have it. We just got to take the over top. So right here, we're going to go ahead and drop this guy and shade up. Oh, that was terrible run stick by him. That's just as good of run stick as I had. We're going to go ahead and just do that same exact thing. Okay, we're kind of figuring out the gap shoots. I don't really know how to shoot gaps, as I've been saying pretty much this entire time. I don't know how to shoot gaps at all, but we're going to go ahead and, actually, I'm going to leave him in a hook curl. Or leave him in a, what, where, and who? I must have quick adjusted somebody wrong. I think I quick adjusted, what did I do right there? I don't know what I did right there. Oh, X and Y switched icons. One of the most annoying things about Madden is icons just randomly, I love this game. I really do, Clint. But fix the icons. Like, that's been an issue for such a long time. Just keep the icons. Don't change them. I don't know if they're going to fix that. They probably aren't. I don't know if they're aware of it. They should be. But it is very annoying. But again, same thing. If he comes on this dollar, like I said, if he comes on dollar with 0-1 trap. But he hasn't been able to actually shoot the run fits by himself. Again, right there, I feel like he's kind of getting a little fortunate right now with how they're shooting it for him. Kind of crazy. You know, EA Sports, it wouldn't be in the game if it's in the game, right? But we're going to go ahead and just do the same thing. I'm going to stand in the pocket this time. We're going to try and make a read. I know standing in the pocket's pretty much dead. But we're going to go ahead and do our best. Oh, good luck. We had the option route instead. Right there. But you know what? Sometimes when you just got to force things, when you want to learn it, I could run flood on this guy literally all game if I wanted to. But when you want to learn something new, sometimes you just got to force things. So we're going to go ahead and run 2-4-5 odd. I'm going to run it every single down now. Again, I don't know how to run 2-4-5 odd very well. Not that I'm a very much gun bunch tight end, because the way that I like to run my offense, I like to run bunch tight end and trip tight end offset. And so I really don't like to rely on one formation in jets, unless you have hot round master, of course, then you can kind of just pull off gun bunch. But because Regs is limited on, we're gonna bounce. Regs is limited on abilities, and I wish Gunslinger wasn't an ability at all. It basically forces your hand into that. So we're gonna go ahead and run trap. We're gonna see if you can actually shoot trap out of this. I want to just see how the bubble plays this. The bubble actually plays it really good, but again, he's getting lucky sheds. That's what this guy's defense is just lucky sheds. We're going to go ahead and just run inside switch right here. We're going to go ahead and delay fade. When in doubt, delay fade it out. Now, I don't know. I think that guy's manned up to the tight end. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and just see what he's doing right here. Motion him over. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Don't know what he's doing right there on defense. I think no, that's what he's doing. He's swapping up the man assignment. So the safety that's in the 3 rec is actually, let's see if he does the same thing. I'm like, is he gonna do the same thing? It's kind of hard. You guys might understand it. It's hard to kind of walk through everything you're doing while still basically gaming at the same time. And that's why I like to do practice mode, because I can just be nice and simple. I can be nice and just keep it easy kind of deal. But again, if he wants to run dollar, I'm going to just go ahead and run this little trap alert bubble. And again, one of the worst things about Madden, RNG, just good sheds. Good sheds. This is not what you consider good defense. This is just get on good sheds is all this is. Again, just lucky sheds. And eventually we will break one. If you just stay consistent, you will break one. I promise you will break one. I kind of want to just keep this as is. Kind of want to keep this as is. So right there, let's just try X spot. Let's see what this little spot route does. Now I could go ahead and just run inside zone right here with his user so far down. Again, lucky sheds. But we're getting 4 yards every single down. We're getting 3 or 4 yards. That equals a first down every rip. Every rip equals a first down. 3 to 4 yards of carry, you can take that all game long. But again, I could weak box this guy if I wanted to. I don't really care to. But what we're going to do, we're going to change this up right here. Again, this is not a route. I don't even know what this is. We're just going to simply snap the ball. Kind of the frustrating parts about Madden, right? One of the frustrating parts about Madden. I don't know how that's not a touchdown. But what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that this guy stays in. Actually, I believe he's going to go ahead and come out of that 4-3, 6-1 even, or whatever it's called. Yeah, he comes out 4-3, 6-1 even. That's his goal line defense, apparently. And we're just going to go ahead and run the ball. Wow. Hey, so he actually can shoot the gap. That's actually impressive. So we're gonna go ahead and here's what I would do in this situation. I wouldn't even be in bunch tight end right here, to be completely honest. I'd actually go ahead and run. I know the trap isn't gonna be an option right here, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and run this buck alert sweep. See if we can get numbers. Good lurk. Good lurk. But sometimes the hardest part about bunch tight end inside the 10 is it's not really easy to be able to pass that close. And that's kind of what causes the problem. Now, essentially, I'm forcing myself to stay in bunch tight end the whole time, right? I'm making myself stay inside bunch tight end. I'm making myself stay in 2-4-5 odd. If I was in big nickel, I feel a lot more comfortable. But I'm forcing myself to stay in 2-4-5 odd the entire time because I want to learn it, right? We want to learn this run defense. We want to learn how to be able to shoot gaps. When I was in practice mode, I think for like 5 minutes, I thought I found a way to be able to shoot stretch. But again, dive, I promise you, this guy could run dive on me all day long. And if he did, I'd be in 3-3-5 wide, which I don't know how to run. And that's kind of where things become really, really difficult. Is getting it, especially when you're learning a defense. When you're forcing yourself to learn a defense, this is when things get really, really tough. We're going to go ahead and just quick snap PA boot over, see if he can actually stop it. He can't, I promise you, if he... kind of annoying. It's kind of one of those just really, really annoying things. We're going to go ahead and actually, if he's just shading up every single time, we're going to go ahead and just delay, fade, and option route. Okay, we're going to go ahead and motion snap this guy out. Somehow plays really good defense right there. So Devontae Adams, if he doesn't have a curl flat over there, he would get open. I don't even know what to run right here, honestly. He's got good PA boot over defense. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. We're going to just force myself to stay in this, though, okay? I could run flood. I could run flood all day long if I really wanted to. But, you know, sometimes you got to just try new things, right? And sometimes you just got to get bailed out. Thank you, EA. Sometimes you just got to get bailed out. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I know I've told you guys I want to run bunch tight end as much as humanly possible. But we're going to go ahead and get everything else set up how I want it. So, oops. We're going to make sure, okay, perfect. We're going to go ahead and get this guy out. Tavon Austin in, you in the slot. And then for some reason, it makes him go out. I don't know why, but it does. Really weird that it does. I don't really understand why it forces him out into like a secondary position, but it is what it is. So I know I was telling you guys we're going to stay in bunch tight. We're going to stay in 2-4-5 odd. I'm going to stay true to 2-4-5 odd the entire time. We are not getting out 2-4-5 odd. I will stay in 2-4-5 odd. Because we want to learn this, okay? If I was to make a custom playbook and be one of those guys, we would go ahead and just change this up. But we're going to force ourselves to stay in this defense. I want to learn this defense. And so if you get out of a defense, you're really hindering yourself to learning how to run it, right? Now, right here, I'm going to go ahead and drop him into a spy. I'm going to blitz him, and we're going to shade inside. Again, I don't know how to shoot stretch, apparently. I don't know how to shoot stretch, apparently. I don't know how I don't know how to shoot stretch. But I don't. I don't know how. But this guy's going to go ahead and run I think what he's going to do, he's going to come out of that tight flex and just run the little shallow crosser. We're going to see what he does right here. Gun doubles. Okay, I don't know what on earth this could be. So we're going to go ahead and just do something like this. Get ready for slants. Jet sweep. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. So, this is where things get tricky because he's just going to go ahead and run the ball right here. I'm going to just run commit. I know run commit doesn't work, but sometimes you got to try. GG's to this guy, man. Yeah, GG's. I do want to, the one thing I want to learn right here, I'm glad he's actually coming out in it, is run defense. Because you can't run commit right here. Again, he could run dive against this defense, this front all day long, because there's nobody to fill the gaps, right? Even when you bring your linebackers out of it, there's not going to be anybody to fill the holes, because when you, just the way the defensive line works, like I'll show you guys, that right there is a pinch D line, and I'm going to go ahead and drop A into a spy because it's probably that jet sweep again. When you pinch your D line, the guy on the outside acts as if he is, acts as if he's a linebacker, which really creates problems, because when you quick adjust or when you adjust your D line, or when you pinch your D line or you slant them, it doesn't, well, when you slant, it impacts how he slants, but when you pinch or when you shift your D line, I don't know why, but he doesn't get impacted by it. I don't know if it's because it's considered kind of like a 3-3-5 odd. I guess I'm wrong in this sense, because it's 2-4, right? 2-4-5 odd. But then it makes me think, where's the fourth linebacker? Essentially, they're kind of running it as a 3-3-5 odd, with the additional linebacker being a lineman. I'm trying to think why it'd be 2-4-5 odd. Because you have two down linemen. Wait, let me think about this real fast. In this case, you have two down linemen, right? But then in the regular nickel package, you have, in that one, yeah, I have to think about this. When you bring your linebackers out of the gaps, it's just 2. 3 slot corners, so that's 5. So you have your slot corner, your 2 outside, 8, 10. Am I doing math wrong? Because I have 4 on the line. No. Oh, maybe I'm doing the math wrong. Am I? Because there should be 11. I'm missing somebody right here. I'm missing somebody. I don't know who I'm missing, but I'm missing somebody. We're going to go ahead and pass that up. Who am I missing? Oh, wow. This guy's going to be that guy. Who am I missing? I don't know. I don't know. I'm missing somebody clearly. My math is wrong on something. My math is wrong on something. You know what? With that being said, we're going to actually go ahead and get into practice mode. I'm going to do that off the camera. I'm trying to think. I swear my math's not wrong. Because you spread the linebackers, right? And then you... Oh, that's where it's coming from. It's the guy that's in a 2-point stance. He's standing up. That's where the fourth linebacker is coming from. I'm like, where is he coming from? So with this thought process now, we're going to go ahead and get into practice mode right now and kind of talk about what I was doing. It makes sense now. Makes sense why it's going on. Because the way that the game's treating it, it's treating it like a funky reverse 3-3-5 odd, which maybe in regards to 4-5 odd, that's how the formation looks. But we're going to go ahead and get into practice mode right now. I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video. This following video is going to be just a follow-up to this one. And we're going to break that down. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about run defense in specific. And we're going to kind of lab that in live in person. Just kind of kicking off, just trying to figure out 2-4-5 odd. The biggest thing that we're going to have to do right now is figure out how to stop dive. Because I guarantee you, if you ever run against 2-4-5 odd guys, just run dive. Run dive, dive. Because it's not very good at stopping dive. Stretch and power, if you can learn the run shoot, the gap to shoot as a user, you can shoot it. But dive, there is no gap to shoot. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and get into practice mode. I'm going to be back with you guys later. And yeah, kind of confusing. Some things we got to think about for sure. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. You guys can see right there, I lose games. Frankly, I don't really care. It's a point of year while I just want to try new stuff. This was a friendly game anyways, and this guy's clearly running a custom playbook like every other Regs player does. I'd rather just him just uninstall Madden. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get in practice mode, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys actually kind of in a follow-up video with this.